you for checking out the Sportsline Podcast on the CHCH and Parrot Media platform. I'm Bubba O'Neill. Well, for those that are unfamiliar, we love speaking to and uncovering the amazing personal sports stories Southern Ontario has to offer. And folks, there are many. Today, the conversation regards a 23-year-old prospect from Burlington who's become a bit of a phenom in the Windy City.
Line drive, base hit, left center field. First big league hit for Owen Caissie. So they'll keep that baseball, and some history for the kid from Canada.
Well, that kid from Canada has certainly made a name for himself on both sides of the border. No doubt, Owen's family are his number one fans, so let's say hello to proud Papa Jason Caissie. Thanks for joining us on the Sportsline Podcast.
Thank you for having me.
When you see that, what you just saw there, and you've probably seen it 1,000 times, what goes through your mind and your body?
Tears usually are coming out. They were at that time. Just all the hard work he's put into it, as well as Michelle and I, coaches from Fieldhouse. It's just, there's been a lot that's gone into this, and here we are.
It's amazing to think. You know, we'll talk about all kinds of specifics of what's been going on in the last 11 games for Owen and the journey to it. But I got to ask you this. What has it been like for the Caissie family and yourself, as you just talk about what you saw there? This whole journey, can you describe it?
It's amazing. It's a lot. We've known it's been coming for a little while, but when it actually happened, it was a FaceTime from Owen. Mm-hmm. Michelle and I were just about to go to bed, and he FaceTimed us, and Michelle looked at his face and said, "Okay, you've got the call," and we knew, and then it was all craziness from then and excitement.
It's amazing when you think about it, because I can only imagine what was going through your mind that evening, because I thought about this. Obviously, he had been playing really, really well in Iowa in AAA at this point here for the last month and a bit. And I thought to myself, the Cubs only come to Toronto maybe once every couple of years sometimes, 3 years. Yeah. And I'm like, give him a lollipop. You know, even if he doesn't play, give him the experience of, hey, we're going to call you up and you're going to sit on the bench and you're going to, only because it's at home. Yes. Right? And I thought that. And then the first game, I think, went by. And then all of a sudden, was it the second game he got called up?
It was, I can't remember now.
I think it was the second game.
I think it was the second one. Yeah, it was.
And from that point, like, what a dream being realized.
I know. We didn't think it was going to happen. Just we didn't know, and then it was a surprise. There was an injury, and then a call was made.
Let's talk about Owen as a child. Was there big league? I mean, I won't even go that far. Was there a ball player in there?
Definitely. Mm-hmm. We started him young at T-ball. Our families, both sides, were heavily into baseball. My father, a lot as well, quite an athlete, still is at the age of him. And he just took to it right away. And then it was just open the gates and let him rip.
Was he playing other sports?
Skied.
Mm-hmm. That's a different option compared to...
Did a lot with me. Both the kids did.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was it about baseball you think he liked?
The hitting aspect. Mm-hmm. He loves to hit, and there was times in the garage in the winter I had a bow net and tees set up. Mm-hmm. He'd be out there for hours. He'd even video himself, his swings, critique his own swings, and play them back to himself and whatnot, and pound balls for hours. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you see it then? Did you say, what's going on here?
About age... When he finished up with the Burlington Bulls, and then we got him into the Fieldhouse Pirates, mm-hmm. You could see him he was 7 days a week with this stuff. Mm-hmm. And then it would be 11 o'clock at nights when he got a bit older on school nights. Every night.
Right.
He wasn't a regular teenage kid. He devoted all his time to that.
Was he always big? I mean, and I read before he'd actually been called up, or even when he got drafted, and I was starting to hear about this guy from Burlington. I know we did a little coverage story of him with the Fieldhouse Pirates way back, but I always remember reading that they were very impressed with his size and the fact that he was a guy that was going to hit for power. Is that what we saw way back then?
Yeah, he was always a power hitter on every team that he played. And then he had a really good growth spurt about 15, 16 years old. He shot up to about 6'3". Now he's 6'4". And draft day, he was like 207. And now he's 6'4", 225, and he's solid. And
drafted, as you said, 2020, second round, 45th overall, I believe.
Yes.
With the San Diego Padres.
Correct.
And of course, that first of all, what was that day like for drafting Owen Caissie?
It was very similar to his call up. Very similar feelings. We had a small gathering in our backyard, and to hear his name called was just it was amazing. And a Canadian scout, Chris Kemlow, was the one that actually got him picked up with the Padres. Chris works with the Padres. And he also coached Owen when he was 16 down in Indiana, where he first started getting scholarship stuff.
Okay. 6 months later, though, trade.
Yes.
6-player deal. Yu Darvish, I believe, involved, the main player in the deal. And Owen Caissie is going from the warmth of San Diego to the Windy City. Was there disappointment? Was there a shock? How did that go over for him yourself?
It came as a shock. It was only a couple days after Christmas. Our agent, Mike Bonanno, called and said Owen's being traded today. So we were like, okay, this is all new to us. And then it happened. And the funny thing is, previous to that draft in February, we were in Chicago for a showcase for Owen, PBR Super 60. Chris Kemlow was there, and he was there as a new scout for the Padres. We met with the Cubs prior to this showcase, and the Cubs liked him. And then we went to this other private facility, had Owen hit, swing, run, lift, measure every metric. So ultimately, the Padres drafted him, but the Cubs liked what they saw in him, and the Padres were looking for an ace pitcher, and they got their ace pitcher, and the Cubs got the prospect they liked.
Perfect timing, I guess, for both teams. And I mean, sometimes they say these things are meant to be, and it certainly has been meant to be.
It feels like it.
So, unlike hockey, where maybe you might get right to the American Hockey League for someone of his ability and his prospect level, kind of we're seeing in football where guys are getting in there immediately out of college. Baseball has got a long road, single A, double A, high A, low A.
Yeah.
But he seemed to really play well, or at least adapt well to that minor league process, because you look at his numbers, they're exceptional in the minor leagues.
All the way through. And it's the fact that he's so dedicated. He would be always digging in early before games at the parks, and all the quality of coaching and facilities provided him, he took full advantage. So yeah, he progressed at every level, and at such a young age, being a high schooler rather than a college draft kid. He had to grow up really fast because he was surrounded by guys that had wives, kids, families, and here's a 17-year-old starting. It's just I'm amazed at how he's held his head, and he's been smart about everything.
That's a great point that I didn't even foresee. I mean, I'm not a parent, and I'm looking at you there, and I'm seeing the pride, but I'm understanding too that the fact that, I mean, on the big picture here, here's your son from Burlington, Ontario. All right, he hasn't made the pros yet, but here he is in Iowa, a long way from home, and a lot of things can go awry.
Well,
right? And here he is continuing to just understand and focus on what he really, really wants.
And grow into, like, there's always progress that has to be made, no matter the player or position. There's things they need to work on, and he does those things. He's had injuries, he's had stuff, and he's recovered. And he's 100% right now. He's feeling good, and he's just doing all the right things.
Got a little taste with Team Canada too, which I think maybe gave him a little. It opened eyes at least to people around the country about who this kid is,
yes.
and the fact that, you know what, this guy may be a major leaguer someday. That must have been good playing for the country.
It was good. He loved playing for at the World WBC Classic. He was exposed to a lot of MLB pitching and other MLBers from the different countries. So it was really a really good eye opener for him to see how good.
So where we are 2023 now here, 2024, sorry, 2024, 2025 now, when he's going to spring training now, it's different. I'm asking you, it was a little different now because I can say this, the label of top prospect is now spreading all over to not just the Cubs organization, but to everyone in the minor leagues.
This past spring was a big deal. However, for Owen, he was recovering from a surgery that he'd had, so he couldn't participate in the big league spring training. So we went to the backfields to the end of that, and then he actually, at the start of the AAA season, he started playing without having a proper spring training, and then by June, everything was feeling good from the surgery, like a 5-6 month recovery time from what he had, and then he just caught fire. So that's how that kind of went there.
When right there, and he's on the verge of being a major leaguer or a guy that's going to be in the major leagues, could you look at him and then still think of that young kid, maybe 12 years old? Did he look the same, or is it different?
Oh, he's very much grown into a big man now. But yeah, I still see absolutely. Yeah. We look at old pictures and stuff, and it's just like, wow, here we are. Like, we pinch ourselves.
Gotta be amazing. You're still amazed now.
Oh, it's a lot.
It's a beautiful thing.
Awesome.
All right, so you talked about the call up, and here he is. And I know you said you're a big baseball guy. You've probably gone in Rogers Center a bunch of times to watch the Blue Jays.
Absolutely.
So that's your purpose of going to Rogers Center.
Yeah, Jays, yeah.
But now you're going to Rogers Center to cheer against the Jays.
That's right.
To watch the Chicago Cubs and watch your son play. The first at bat, which has been so talked about. We have the visuals. We have you guys. We got to see it. It's just, it was amazing.
It was a great place to be, and to have him connect on the first pitch from Scherzer was fantastic.
A Hall of Famer.
Yes, yeah. And he got robbed of a hit, I will say. But the fact that he made contact right at the start, just like that, with maybe about 2 hours of sleep from his flights from Iowa, he did all right.
Like, you're right. Like, and he's Schneider's like an infielder with an incredible, and he said it's amazing the contact that he got there. And there, what was that like?
Yeah, Mom was just like, okay, he just got robbed of his first MLB hit. I think he went 0 for 4, a couple of strikeouts. But, I mean, did it even matter for you guys on that day? No. You know what? He put the bat on the ball 3 different times. And he almost hit one over Ty Francis' head, but it was just a bit foul. So he almost had, like, 2 hits, basically. So we were happy all in all with that performance there. It was a good get your feet wet start for sure, and at home. You got to see him. Did you get to see him? Yes. That night? Yep. What was that like? It was good. It was we get on the field, saw him for a little bit, and then it was great. And then he was flying back to Chicago, and then we got ourselves to Chicago. Because I was going to try to contact you then for this feeling, but then I was told you're going to Wrigley. Yeah. And it's a big time series against the Brewers. It was. I mean, we're in the midst of an unbelievable tear. That first home run now. I mean, everything's a first, which is, and I know you could probably say the same thing about everything, but the first home run now, like, that's got to be great, too. Oh. Because we talk about the power. Yeah. We talk about the strength, big boy. Cubs fans, I saw even in his first, before the first hit, the game before,
he walks on the field, and it's a standing ovation.
Yeah.
It's a standing ovation for your son.
I know. The Wrigley fans they're very welcoming, and they love their players. And they know their systems. They know their baseball down there. Mm-hmm. And they've been watching him for a while. He's been with them now for 5 years. Mm-hmm. And, a moment came true.
Here it is. And just talk me through this a little bit. Because you're watching this.
Yeah. Oppo power, like he's done so many times before. The wind's blowing in. It went off a fan, I believe, there. And, here he comes around the bases. Michelle and I were actually on our way home. We weren't even there for that. We were crossing the border in Sarnia, Ontario. As we rolled up to the border guard, Michelle has her phone going with it. She's like, okay. And she's going nuts in the car with my brother-in-law. And the border guard says, what's going on? I said, I think my son just hit a home run. And then she's like, oh, really? And then she didn't even check her stuff, and away we went.
What a wild story.
It was.
So you weren't there for this?
No, because we'd been for 4 days already, and we had work commitments and stuff. We had to get back home, and
Amazing. Spectacular. Did he call home?
Oh, yeah. He's got the ball, too. He has both his balls, the first one and his first base hit and his home run ball. He has them both.
When he... This is the craziest thing. Like, it's not like he's calling his buddies. Like, he's calling mom and dad now.
Yeah.
When he calls home and checks in with you guys, what's that like?
It's great. We talk all the time. He FaceTimes us, texts us after games, prior. Like, we're tight-knit. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay. Now, I don't know how this was, but it seems to me that it's an 11-game journey and puts up some pretty decent numbers. And at least from everywhere I read in Chicago, they sent him back to Iowa. But it wasn't because of the fact that he had poor play.
Yeah,
they want him to play more.
Yeah, that, and it preserves his club option for next year. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a business. Mm-hmm. It's a club option, and they'll get him. Like, he never got to have a lot of ABs up in the bigs. So they'll get him playing again, get him hitting routinely every day, and then he'll be able to be called up for playoffs if they choose, and finish off the season.
Because the minor league season is shorter, is it not?
It is. It'll end about the third week of September in AAA.
Okay. Was he disappointed?
That he went back?
Yeah.
No, because I'd like to see him to continue hitting, so he can be hot and ready if they need, just like how they did in Milwaukee when he came up and he produced. So they'll be able to lean on him if he's hot.
Did he describe like I don't know, the whole? I always hear from coaches about having to tell somebody, as you said, either whether it's a prospect, whether it's a kid, whether it's a 40-year-old player, about, hey, we're going to set you down or whatever. Did he kind of talk about that process?
It's honestly just a quick exchange. You find out like last minute.
Right.
He felt that he was coming, because you can count the days for how they do their like it's 40. They don't want to have you play 45 days or they lose their club option on him. He's not a rookie next year. So they want to preserve that as the business side. So we knew that was coming, and it did.
Right.
So
got to be amazing though. That'll be like if he were to, again, I'm going to knock on wood. I shouldn't even say this. If something crazy were to happen to him, that fact of getting called up to the major leagues, all the work that he put into it, the ups and downs. I always think about kids like him and anyone at this sport level, the commitment that you have to take. Your friends are out there drinking beers and partying at the quarry or down at the Burlington beach or whatever, right? And you can't do that.
No, you're at ball diamonds all over the U.S. and your time off work, and it's everything like that. It's a full-on family commitment. Yeah.
Well, I'm presuming you feel pretty good about it.
It paid off.
Like mom and dad, had to probably put a lot into this.
Yes.
Right. A lot of stress, and as you said, you're
very much so.
As you said, and I'm glad you brought this up. I mean, you guys have lives too.
Yeah.
Right. And commitments, and And obviously you love your son, but yeah, there's things to do as well too.
There is, yeah.
Towards the family.
Yeah,
So
we could see that he was going this direction at the age when things started to happen, and we just went full bore, and we provided all the support we could for him. Yeah.
Well, it certainly sounds like he's an amazing individual, someone to certainly be proud of for yourself, certainly someone that, like myself as a sportscaster, to see this, because baseball, we're seeing a breakthrough in basketball. Heck, the most valuable player in basketball hails from Hamilton.
That's right.
Right? We're seeing some of it in the National Football League where some players are making inroads. I still think baseball's got a long way to go in terms of Canadians. I'm not going to say dominating, but that this is more of a regular thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's one of those breakthroughs.
Yes.
And I guess he's sort of setting a model for a lot of kids. Like, it's crazy. Like, his journey, there are kids probably watching him saying, I want to be like Owen Caissie.
Yeah. I guess it would be, yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
you know, like in terms of that fulfillment of the dream. So can you please pass along my congratulations and our congratulations to him? It's been neat watching him, and it will continue to be neat watching him. And when he's a full-time major leaguer, we're like, we knew you when. You know what I mean?
That's right. I will do. Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us. It's been awesome
Thanks
talking
for
to you.
having me.
Outstanding.
Pleasure.
Well, folks, that's your Sportsline Podcast for the day. And if you've just seen and heard, we love talking about sports. If you do know of an athlete, team, or event to promote, the Sportsline Podcast do want to hear from you. Please hit that thumbs up, like, and subscribe button if you have something to say. Let's hear from you. For the outstanding people that make the Sportsline Podcast possible, thank you so very much. And we'll see you tomorrow.